Welcome to the world of Neo-Humanist education. And today is my topic of discussion is the cultivating the world citizen. World citizen. I will emphasize that point again, that what is world citizen. And with the quotation of Rabindranath Tagore, what he has told, that if you feel that nationalism and if you compare it with the global citizenship, internationalism, if internationalism is the gems, it is the diamond, then nationalism is just a glass pebbles. And I will not sacrifice the diamond or the gems for the sake of the glass pebbles. We all humans, we have developed and we have evolved from the protoplasmic level of intelligence to the metacellular level of intelligence. And this intelligence, the cosmic, it is aligned with the cosmic intelligence. For other creatures, it is programmed by the nature, but it is the only man who can evolve and make its own level up to the level of the cosmic intelligence. It can become one. That much of capability has been given to the man. And this has taken the millions of years. And now our quest is to make the world citizen. And if we enlarge the domain, we want to make the cosmos citizen, the universe citizen. It should be like that. We are not here for the dominance. We are here for our melting the way of our cosmic intelligence so that the world will be a better place to live in, and the entire universe, we are not to be engaged in the Star Wars. We have to use all those things for the benefit of the humans and all the creatures which are there on our globe. That is the basic concept of Neo-Humanism. It is the Neo-Humanist framework about which I am telling. Neo-Humanist framework. Sometimes this humanist approach itself becomes a roadblock to become a world citizen. Because the entire environment which is surrounding us, it is not only humans. If there will be no tree, there will be no human. And the modern science is telling that the tree is there and tree brings rain. It is not like that when rain comes then tree develops. No, tree grows. Like in northeast, there are more rain. Reason is very simple, that there are more trees there. So this is the vice versa. If we cultivate trees, there will be better rains and the climate will support you. If not, the devastation will happen. That is the concept of Neo-Humanist. Like their extinction of the animals, extinction. विलुप्त हो गए बहुत सारे. If the extinction is by the laws of nature, then nature is benign, benevolent. There is no problem. But if it is the man who creates the extinction, विलुप्त कर देता किसी जानवर को, then it is the problem for the human beings, and not only for the human beings, but for the entire environment. That's why I am telling that only humanist approach, that only humans, and entire exploitation of the environment for the benefit of the human will ultimately be detrimental for the human itself. Because we are just one independent a component of the web. इस पूरे जाल का, environment के जाल का, we are just a component. But we have got tremendous power, mental power. and we should not utilize those power for the exploitation of others. That is the basic concept. Our approach is cultivating the world citizen, neo-humanist framework for English pedagogy. Now the word is that why I am talking about the English pedagogy. The answer of this one is paradoxical with this one, integrating local roots. Suppose I am a Bangla speaking, our culture is great. We must know Bangla because it is my mother tongue. If I am a Hindi speaking, I must know Hindi. My primary level of learning should be in Hindi. Because I am getting all the stimuli, all the stimulus in the mother tongue only. Because the mother tongue is our home, everything is coming in Hindi. So the stimulus is coming in Hindi, so our memory is getting the primary memory in Hindi only. So local roots to be very dense. It should be very dense, tap root. Means it should be not adventitious root so that it will just come out. It should be deep rooted. So that suppose if I am a Hindi speaker from the Hindi language, I must read at least hundreds of stories of Premchand. I must appreciate the poems of Mahadevi Verma or the ghazals or the different sonnets of different poets. I must know each and every cultural aspect that what is going in my place. Suppose if I am from Bihar and if I not know how Chhat is influencing my life, then my knowing of English is having no much use. My root should be very much strong. But at the same time, I must have universal values. And here the concept of universalism, the English is coming in the place. Because suppose I want to convey some certain things to my Muslim brethren, I want to quote certain points from Quran. It is very difficult for me to know the Arabic. And if I go to the Arab, Saudi Arabia, if I quote that in English also, that in Surah Al-Fatiha, this one has been quoted, then definitely from the English to Arabic translation is easily available. English has got its world language. Every language in the world is having its translation routes open through English, whether it is Japanese or anything. So, if you want to enlarge your mind, enlarge your knowledge domain, then definitely English will be handy. I'm not telling that your local roots language are not that strong, but you have to develop it. You develop it to become a world language, to a global language. But at present, at least English has got that much of this thing. But English not with colonial mindset. It is not like that I am imposing on you, I am enforcing on you. No. But at the same time, for the enlargement of the knowledge domain, English is required, universal values. And once knowledge comes from all the corners, then you can compare that what Sumitranandan Pant has told or Churkant Tripathi Nirala has told, and how we can compare it with the Wordsworth or its like that. There our mother tongue and the other language poets, there comes in handy. Then we can have the creative expression of those things in our language also. In overnight, English has not got the universal values. English, if you know that English, this was a native language of the English people, the British. Not much before, in 1500th century, in Britain, people loved to talk to in the Latin and Spanish. And in the Romans, only the people who were at the downtrodden, they were speaking English. Because some of the tribals, they attacked England in 6th century. The tribes were from the England, Germanic, Susanic, all these tribes, they started speaking with each other, exchanging of the words, and then the one language came. The language was the Celtic. It is the old English. Like in Hindi, like if I am speaking Hindi, earlier it was Prakrit or Sanskrit. So the Celtic language was there. A Celtic was considered as the language of the rustic people. The ruler class were speaking in Latin or Roman language. After 15th century, when the Britishers started going abroad and colony started setting up, then those seashellers, those people had gone to the different type of the different parts of the globe, and there they were starting in the English language. Then English got its dominance, and English was having very poor vocabulary at that time. There are not so many words. But they started taking words from the India, from the Arab, from other places, from Germany, from Mexico, from Americans, Red Indians. They started taking words from there. And English got a vast dictionary. And the dictionary becomes almost 200-fold more because they are having words like dacoits from our place. Jungle, pajama, these are our words. This has gone like they are telling Juggernaut. Juggernaut means very big crowd. From the Lord Jagannath, the procession is going. From there they got the word Juggernaut. So they have included our words in their language, and then their language become richer. The language which is having maximum number of known words, then the language becomes universal application. We have to develop our Bangla or our Hindi up to that level. We have to take the words, like if I am Hindi speaking, I should take bhalo from Bengal. And we should use the bhalo in our local language. तो केमन लागछे तो भालो लागछे तो कैसा लग रहा है तो भालो लगता है तो it means that now you are increasing the vocab. English has got it. That's why I am telling that if you want to make a world citizen, English, the role is there. So Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, that is our concept. Here the world as one family. If world is one family, I want to speak to your family members, how can you speak? That's why Baba Ananda Murthy has told that English should be an integral part of the education in the Neo-Humanist education. The definition of education has been given by Ananda Murthy ji. Their English is included in that. Pronunciation is included in that. Like suppose I am speaking with my family member and my pronunciation is not up to that level, everybody will start laughing at me. So Baba is telling English and pronunciation both should be perfect. Because if you want to become world citizen, have your roots, but you must be aware with the English. English in Neo-Humanist education is a tool for universal connection. This is Baba has told. It has been taken from Ananda Murthy ji quotation is there. Rational expansion. Rational. Mind is having a tremendous type of impulse. Mind wants to do anything. One who goes only by its mind, then he will be doomed. Because mind wants everything. Suddenly this thing, suddenly that thing. We require rationality, logic. What is good, what is bad. All the time that part should take guard of our mind. How it is possible? For that, Ananda Murthy ji is telling yam niyam. Nowadays, we'll come to that also. The people are having less memory now. Why so? There comes the rationality concept. Cultural exchange, that part I have made clear. Without uprooting one's own identity. My identity is intact. I am Arun Kumar. I am coming from a remote place in Bihar. That is my identity. My roots are there. But yes, English as neo-humanist education, if I want to inculcate English, I have to follow. English expansion of consciousness. Here the consciousness definition is very strong, very important. As per the Anandamurti concept of this spirituality, consciousness are up to the different level, from the Mooladhara chakra to Sahasra chakra. Even for becoming IAS, suppose as I have qualified for the civil service examination, I come only up to 2 level, Mooladhara and Kamomaya chakra, a little bit of Manomaya chakra, my job is over for the education. But if I want a very good memory, then I have to enhance our chakras. If I want to have a good insight, so that if I speak to someone, he gets impressed that no, I have to follow it, then I have to enhance this one. If I want that the birds, they should come near to me and they should sit on my hand, then definitely I have to enhance my chakra, the compassion. They will get the vibes. If you want that nature should sustain me, then I have to enhance the chakra. That is the consciousness. Moving beyond narrow sentiments of caste. Once this thing is enhanced under the Neo-Humanist, the different types of small sentiments, like kuan ka medak, a frog in the well, वो concept that will vanish. What is happening? Sentiments. People are self-centered to some extent. Then only to family. Caste. My caste is dominant. My caste is having the huge legacy. You must be proud of that. But you consider that others are also there. They are also having the equanimity, equality. So different types of sectarian approach one has to move. And there comes the knowledge of English. Global link language. And language must carry universal love, empathy, ecological awareness, not just mechanical communication. So these all things, if we combine together, then we find that we should use English as a vehicle by which we can cover the vast expanse of Neo-Humanism. That part is there. Here the pedagogical paradigm shift is there. Like colonial, like I am telling that we are having the colonial mindset. What is happening? The mindset needs to be changed. At present, what the notion we are having, person speaks English only, sorry, thank you, that's all, he is cultured. No, it is the colonial mindset. One should have the deep insight. That is the neo-humanist English. Universal connection, rational expansion. Colonial means they are telling that no, your language is inferior. No, my language is equally superior. I have to make it superior. But yes, I require a secondary global link because we are a world family. It is not the mechanical and rote. While I was coming here, somebody was telling that you tell your teachers, just wrote few of the sentences and 2 pages. And that will solve our purpose. In so many schools also, in Bihar I am finding that before appearing in the interview for the teacher, the teachers wrote some of the phrases so that they can express themselves. And the principal and other management is also expecting the same thing. At least they should speak something. No, there is no harm in that. I am not telling the harm in that. But under the neo-humanist, I want that it should have the broad connections. It should be natural. It should come from within. Not only memorization, it should be creative expression and storytelling. I will be coming to that point, the how it will be storytelling. I will just do that thing because this is just for this one. This is the blueprint of a teacher. I will come later to that. I am telling this part a little bit. Mother tongue, world language and world citizen. That part I think you are clear. It is clear. Here the one story I am telling that there are certain ways by which you can learn English in more creative way under the neo-humanistic approach. Suppose I am entering in a class, I just show a picture to the students. I am developing empathy. I am telling, look, just see this poor puppy, he's lost. He's away from his mother. So this puppy needs the house. You tell, you express your feelings, how the puppy must be feeling. The certain question, whether the puppy will find its home. Then we are developing empathy, creativity. We are compelling the child to speak the story. Then who helps? Somebody, some generous person comes and the puppy gets some help to, or it find a new home, a better shelter. And does it find a home? So this type of the story, if this child imagines in its mind, that the two purposes will be solved. One, I will tell him to narrate the story in his local language, in his mother tongue. Express yourself. He will start expressing. हाँ मेरे घर में भी, like in he is a Hindi child, Hindi speaking child. हाँ सर मेरे यहाँ भी ऐसा हुआ था, एक पप्पी रास्ता में मिला था, हम उसको खोजे, हम देखा, बड़ी अच्छा, हमने उसको ले गए, हम लेकर उसको पालेंगे मेरे घर में. Some child will come up, another child will have some different story, कुछ और भी बताएंगे. Some child, the empathy element is not that much awakened, he will tell different type of a story. Our purpose is to develop empathy, उनमें compassion, love, उनमें डेवलप करना है. So this way, this sketch will help the child to develop his language, primary language also and secondary language also. Like this story, what is the taxonomy of expressions? This imagination, empathy, experience, everything is combined together. And the child will be told that, okay, you draw something like a bird lost, or you develop a child lost, or you are lost in a fair, mela mein gaye, kho gaye, something like that. The imagination will develop. But how will he do? Here the second, this bird, it has got hurt. One wing has been broken somehow. Maybe some storms came in the night, it fell down and its wings broken and it's thirsty. Mother, the nest is broken, nest is not there, mother is not finding this bird. Here again the same thing, means fosters protective instinct. Now what you are finding? Now the children of 6 month age, they are very fond of surfing the reels. They are all sort of violence he gets from the reels. All sort of things are there. And one after another, the impulse is being generated. The stimuli at the synaptic nerves, the connections are being established of the violence. And what happens? The person is losing its protective nature towards the environment. And that is sometimes being reflected in the child behavior. The child goes to some place, and if he finds the butterfly, he will catch the butterfly and pluck its wings. It is the behavior is being reflected. So why? Because in the society some violence is there. Somebody is just pushing him. Some external forces are there. Like the Baba has rightly told, if from the cultural side invasion will come. The cultural, like the mobiles nowadays, then definitely it will be difficult for the teachers to develop empathy and the protection approach towards the animals. So here you are finding the third one, like the happiness. First rain, and the child takes his umbrella and goes. Why the child is happy? You are tell him to explain in his own language. Then gradually he will come to the English language. What happens next? Any surprise in the rain? So the sensory description and joyful imagination the child will develop. This is the real thrill, real bliss of good education. What I want to inculcate. Like here the first day in the school, the boy is away from home, he is on the gate of the school. What the feelings does he have? The child will develop. Child is knowing, he is aware of that thing. It is just very recent memory. He will again recapture it and he find that what did he find. First day what was his impression and now where does he find himself. So this type, here what we are getting, that the vocabulary building is very important. Unless the vocabs will not be built, how the child will express? Unless he is not finding words, how will he express? For that what is required? Now the teacher has to come. Teacher has to develop this skill first. Because in your days or in our days, there was rote learning. There was the same type of things, you do translation and learn English. And that has not helped. Now AI has come. Even on AI, you download it free of cost, Chat GPT or Gemini or anything. And you start speaking with that. You will also start, the AI will start speaking with you, the AI teacher is there. Then you will gradually after 5-6 months you will find that you have developed more interest in English, your vocab will be better. There are certain AI which will teach you the vocabs daily. Daily you will find new words, the words which are being used. There are certain AI which will give you all the news, what are the news going on. If you are having a regular subscriber of The Hindu, you are finding daily 20-25 words new. And after 6 months, your English will be very good. Then you will be a better teacher where the mother tongue you are having, that is, you are good in that, that's why you are teacher. Then you will be the best teacher because with our Neo-Humanist education perspective. And I will come to that as per Neo-Humanist philosophy, what is the concept of education. Like here they just see the tree, the speaking tree. What does it tell? Some secret whether it is telling. Or a spaceship where the child is going, whom they meet. So this pedagogical feedback loop is there. So unstructured speech, previously the child will come, he will tell, he will mumble. He will give some story, some narrative, some keywords. Then integrated creation. Then you integrate the creation. The parents or the teacher will integrate into that. And then you will inquire certain things from the child and show that there will be a proper development of the child. So here the vocabulary level, sentence formation, emotional maturity, imagination. That point I think I have made it clear to you. Here macro level, global knowledge, rational expansion, universal love and ecological awareness. So language is a vehicle of consciousness. It is rooted in the mother tongue, that point I have taken. And here a story class I have told. Now there are certain CBSE level. Suppose I am taking this one story of class 1. I am just giving you some time. I am giving this story to you. And you please read this story by yourself. Like this story is there. And here the story is there. Like this is class 1 story. One sunny morning, Sam the squirrel woke up and stretched his tiny paws. So this way, this story you just read. And after reading the story, we will come to the next class. There we will discuss that how the Neo-Humanist thoughts are being integrated in the child psychology by storytelling method. So you just try to understand, not only English, any subject, the curriculum of the subject can have the neo-humanist approach. Every subject. Suppose if I coming to the universe chapter, we can tell what are particle physics, what is Brahma, what is Atman. This way if we integrate the particle physics with that, then definitely the horizons of thinking will be broadened. We will find that like the Big Bang theory has been explained in the Quran or in Buddhist literature or in Rig Veda, when people were knowing, the science was telling that earth is flat. At that time it has been expanded. The sutras are there. In Quran the ayats are there. Where it is there, the Big Bang was there. There was singularity theory, it is having the philosophical interpretation. Yagyavalak Smriti is telling about the philosophical interpretation of the entire universe, and now we are finding it true. So this spirituality element, or from the science also you can draw. From the science element also you can draw that what is the concept of zero. How the integers has been formed. There again the spirituality will come. So my dear teachers and the students, every domain of knowledge is having the neo-humanistic outlook. And provided the teachers have to inculcate those values in his pedagogy, and gradually a day will come that the entire universe, now that then there will be no Iraq or USA war. The science will be utilized for the human's welfare. Science will be utilized for the protection of the entire living creatures, entire world, entire globe, or entire cosmos. So that is the point. So our approach with this one, I am giving you this task. Now then we will assemble in the next class. Okay. Thank you.